Today this is Mike Olden, and this particular video is for those people who are receiving a truck from their boss and they're saying, gee, what am I supposed to do with this here Isuzu? Or for those people who said, I wish somebody had told me that. On the Isuzu itself, you have items which are of interest to you as a driver. Some of that is, as you're driving, what happens if I run into something? Oh yes, that's right. This does have a collapsible 3-position memory sight for being able to get in and out and around objects, whether you're backing forward, whether you're driving, or should you strike something going forward. Don't be afraid. This particular item is really sturdy and is set and can take the wind resistance. Now, on here you have an oversized main glass and a convex mirror angle on the bottom side, so you have the best availability to you as the driver when you're talking about being on the side of the truck. Where is your blind spot? How can I make sure that I have good connection with visibility and safety on the road? So you have the mirror, you have the adjustment position, and if you didn't know that, it's good to know because it makes it where you're a safer driver and feel more comfortable. On the cab entry, it's a very wide opening 85-degree angle, easy access, easy egress, self-cleaning steps which are treaded to help clean out, and of course the floor mats so the boss has something worthwhile to sell at the end of the day. Now, windshield washer fluid, it is on the curb side, passenger side, behind the door opening, translucent sight glass to be able to see. Now, fuses are underneath the dash here. It's a simple pull out. It lists exactly where all the fuses are. It has some spare fuses and a fuse puller. And the fun part about it, it's a one-hand operation, literally. On the gas engine outside, curbside, we have the radiator fluid and the fresh air cleaner to make sure, again, we get the best aspiration in the engine for the best fuel performance. We have a 4-point locking position on the battery box with one battery underneath it. If you feel that your operation is excessive with regard to use of lift gates, suggest to management adding an additional battery. That way you're not stranded out on the road. Hopefully the salesperson, such as myself, has helped out in taking care of that before it gets to this point for you on the road. Now, Isuzu, for the underside of the story, provides you with superior axles. You have a 6,800-pound front axle, an 11,000-pound rear axle, which gives you over the rating capacity of the truck. Now, please don't push it. Just to let you know, you have stopping force, you have tire support, you have the ability to maneuver your dash where you have, again, a better feeling about your truck on the road. On the gas engine itself, it incorporates a 30-gallon mid-tank. On the fuel fill is on the driver's side, which is safely protected from any exhaust that would come through the system. The truck tires themselves should be rotated about every 5,000 miles or every oil change. Please make that suggestion. It makes it to where you're better control on the road. We're going to go from the front to the outer to the inner to the front. At the oil changes, again, it helps promote better control of the truck while you're driving it on the road itself. The cab latch assembly incorporates a release, a main pull, and a backup pull. I will have to set the camera down for this part of it. So we have the main, the release, and then we have the safety pattern here. Now, this is a torsion cab. What that means is that the truck already has support to propel the cab in the upper position locked on both sides. The particular device here is good to use. Safety says you should try and do it all the time. You put the pin here, cab can't fall on top of you. If you're going to be underneath the truck for a long time, you want to go ahead and do that. Now, for your fluid checks themselves, we have on the driver's side your power steering fluid, and on the passenger side, safety from traffic, you have both your transmission dipstick as well as your engine dipstick with the engine oil fill. You will have to fill your transmission should it be low through the stem here with the funnel type. So again, you've got good sound dampening quality here. Management did a good thing when they got you the Isuzu to make sure you have a quiet environment. I'm going to set the cab down and we'll go in the inside. hold the support, reach in for the handle, and here comes the cab down. Into the initial lock position with that bottom retention, and now I'll secure it with the plunge down, automatically securing it on the override with the safety handle right here. So now what's most important to you? I know, the driver's seat. The driver's seat itself on the driver's side has the self-cleaning steps. You have again your mud protector for the floor. You have your brake fluid check here. If you want to stop, make sure that you check your fluids. Without fluids, nothing can stop inside a hydraulic brake system. For those more rotund people like myself, we have a tilt and telescopic steering column, and we have, for those that are less so stout, the opportunity to have a 8 to 9 inch slide with regard to fore and aft, in addition to the back. On the back of the high neck support seating, you have a pocket back here, which I like to call the private pocket for the driver. Now, it means that you get to control what you put back behind there for your daily logs, upkeep of your documentation. Going into the cab itself, let's take a look. Okay, so now that we're in the cab, let's take a look at the features that are important to drivers. Then we'll take a look at the features that are important to run. On the inside of the cab, we have overhead storage for both the passenger and driver side. You have storage in the form of pockets on the dash itself, cup holders for standard cups of coffee, and big gulp drinks with the pocket storage in the middle between the driver's and passenger seats. On the dash itself, we have an AM/FM Bluetooth radio with the auxiliary USB input. The Bluetooth itself, where your speaker is down here, the volume of your voice does pick up quite easily as the microphone is directed at you behind the driver's seat. And again, that gives you safety as you're doing your daily operations and control of the road with 2 hands on the wheel. The control for the air conditioning and heat supply, and for air conditioning in your particular vehicle, which most of them will come in, it's going to have the air conditioning engagement here. Below here is a great hook to use for your midday snacks if you go to the store. Go ahead and use it for your trash bag holder as well. A lower input for power supply. Cigar lighter could be also for power supply. Place for your business cards and or receipts. The shifter control for the transmission includes the park, reverse, neutral, D6, which are your overdrives, D4, which are your direct drives 1 through 4, and then you have the low gears with 1 and 2. So here we are in the starter position. On that right there, we have a turn of the key, provides you with illumination of the backup warning lights to make sure that they will operate smoothly. Once we turn the vehicle over, they will go away unless they are in need of servicing. So let's take a look at the dash itself. On the driver's side of the steering column, we're going to have the cruise control engagement. The stock on the left-hand side is what is going to control the set and resume feature that you have, in addition to your brights, and then your check with regard to flashing your lights, and then on and off for your headlamps. The truck does have the daytime driving lights as well. So you have your turn signals to the right and then to the left. On the driver's door itself, we have the odometer feature, the locks for the doors, and your rheostat backlighting. If the truck does come with this particular option, allows you to do for your dry vans and other equipment where you want to go ahead and power into the body section itself. So we're going to be responsible drivers. We're going to take a look at setting our mirror on our driver's side, make sure we have best visibility upper and lower. Pan over to our right side to repeat the same process. And that way when we're driving the new Isuzu, we're doing the best for the company. So on the back of the truck itself, we do have storage behind the seats, which you'll find normally if your truck came equipped with it, the triangle kit, and then on the driver's seat, behind the driver's seat is going to be the fire extinguisher. Between the seats we have the storage compartment for your docket. If you're a 2-man operation, you already have your clipboard ready. 3-man operation, you'll fold this up and use it as needed. A pen pocket, as well as the flat space for doing your billing and write-up. So I look forward to this particular presentation answering most of the questions you would have as a new driver of your Isuzu truck. If not, please do get in touch with me. So if you're trying to reach me, send an email to me at molden@lee-smith.com. Phone number to me is 423-618-3323. So again, thank you again for taking time to review this video and really go out and enjoy your Isuzu truck.